Welcome back. And today I want to talk about different types of flashlight hold for home defense, but why you shouldn't use it for a home defense. I know it gets a little confusing, and it was a little confusing for me at the beginning, but I think at the end, you might agree. Okay, in the movie, we see a lot of guys in SWAT team, policemen, or military personnel having flashlight and going into unfamiliar territory to seek the threat and remove them as a threat. But you have to understand, for them, the light is must because they're going into unfamiliar territories. And they need to see where they're going, and they can make their way through. And they have a team of guys covering different corners to cover each other's back. Okay, so let's talk about the home defense. If I ask you, if you turn all the lights off, can you find your way to a different part of your house? And I can almost guarantee most of us will say yes. But let's talk about the intruder. Now, can he go through your house in complete darkness and find his way? And the answer is no. So let's face it, who needs the light? Is it the homeowner or the intruder? And I guarantee you it's the intruder. And you have to understand, a single candlelight in the dark can be seen from far as 1.6 miles away, and therefore becomes very visible target. So for a homeowner, darkness is an advantage, but as soon as you turn any kind of lights on, it's disadvantage. So let's think about this simple scenario. In a complete darkness, you're very sure you heard somebody breaking into your house. Now let's say you turn the lights on and your flashlight, and you're walking down trying to find the intruder. Now I guarantee you he will see the light before you're anywhere near seeing him. And therefore, they're gonna get ready and wait for you to show up. And as soon as you have the light on, they're gonna shoot right at it. In fact, FBI data shows that using a flashlight, the criminals will always shoot at the light. And that's the reason why FBI has a different flashlight hold. But let's say you heard something, but you don't turn any lights on, and you call 911, and you get your weapon to protect yourself. And I could almost guarantee you the intruder will have some kind of light to make their way through. And when you see the light coming at you, you will see the light way before he even knows you're anywhere near you. So you could get ready, and if you need to, you could protect yourself. And the other scenario is that, let's say you heard something, and if you turn your lights on in your bedroom with the door locked and hiding, and let's just say this crazy intruder comes breaking in the door with the lights on in the room, he will see you exactly where you are. But let's say the lights are off. If he breaks into your room, even with his flashlight, it would take him a little while to even find you. And that crucial seconds is when you could defend yourself. So this is why for home defense, flashlight or any kind of light is not a good idea. This is your home ground, and the darkness is your advantage, and you have to use it. Okay, that's the reason why we shouldn't use the flashlight at home. But let's talk about 3 different kind of hold and talk about pros and cons. Okay, this is a BB gun, and it is empty, and I don't have any CO2 tank inside. So it is safe, and I'm going to demonstrate with this. Okay, first we're going to talk about the most common hold that we see in the movies, and it's Harry's hold. And it's this. Now, a lot of times people will have it like this, and then they find their way in. But what they don't really understand is they think they're using left hand with the light to rest your pistol on, which is not true. You actually have to have it like this. Have both back of a hand press each other tightly so you could control the muzzle and find your way. Now the pro is it feels pretty secure, but the cons is that you're shooting with one hand and light is actually right in front of you. So when the bad guy shoots at the light, you're gonna get shot. And the next is surefire or cigar hold, and that's holding it like this. Now the pro is that you're holding your gun with 2 hands so you have better muzzle control. Now the con is it's not easy to hold the light like this, and it's not easy to shine where you want. And again, light is right in front of you. So when the bad guy shoots at the light, you get shot. So let's talk about FBI hold. Now FBI data shows that criminals are shooting at the light, so they actually have their light up here and moving and have the pistol in their right hand. So when the bad guy is shooting at the light, you're not getting shot. Meanwhile, you could aim and shoot. Now the con is you're shooting with one hand. But if I had to use a light, I think I'll go with the FBI. Again, if you really want to use the flashlight, you need to practice. And honestly, with a little bit of practice, it's not that difficult. I hope this clarifies why I'm against using a flashlight for home defense. And lastly, be safe and God bless you. See you.